welcome to the fourth round of the Coral UK Open, brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation, coming to you live on ITV Sport, and at this time we welcome the millions of viewers joining us around the world. This is Butlins Minehead! Time to meet the players. Ladies and gentlemen, a World Cup semi-finalist, a World Championship quarter-finalist. It's time to meet Super G Daryl Gurney!
Touching warm, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Good times never seem so good.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former Lakeside champion, Spider Mark Webster!
And in the commentary box for this one, Chris Mason and Stuart Pike, who commentated on this tasty encounter just a few weeks ago.
Yes, thanks, Jackie. Certainly no love lost, Gurney and Webster. It was a cracking game at the World Championship. Gurney was 3-1 up. Webster came back to 3-all, won the opening leg of the deciding set before Daryl Gurney raced away to victory. But yeah, it was feisty. And we like a bit of that on the stage. Let's see what happens over the next 40-45 minutes. 127 players started on the UK Open Trail 24 hours ago. By the end of today, just 8 men will be left standing. Mark Webster, a former semi-finalist in this tournament, way back in 2011. And Daryl Gurney, who has reached 2 major TV quarter-finals in the last 6 months. Can he make it a hat-trick? Can he go further? Gurney being mentioned by many people as a potential winner of this. We shall see. But yeah, we like a bit of spice.
Can't beat it. Expensive nowadays with the old DRA, but there we go.
That's the Darts Regulatory Authority.
My nemesis.
The people who dish out the fines to those who find themselves in the naughty corner. So here we go, Gurney against Webster. First to 10 for a place in the last 16 of this year's UK Open Finals.
Things with Webster, you actually don't know, and neither does he, how well he's going to play. And a perfect example of that was his two games so far. The one on the TV against Bunting was fabulous.
Well, he averaged 100 in beating Stephen Bunting in round 2, and he had 3 ton-plus finishes. Now, the word is that the little bit of argy-bargy at the World Championship came about by Daryl Gurney. Sometimes after his last dart, he holds the pose, especially if it's a good throw. And that frustrated Mark Webster, to say the least, and it sort of developed from there. But it was a cracking game. As I say, Gurney 3-1 up, Webster drawing level. He went a leg up in the decider, and And then Gurney put his foot on the gas to win 3 straight legs.
There was a lot of passion in that game, and there was a lot riding on it, ranking-wise, money-wise.
Yeah.
And they both got themselves involved in a little bit of a battle. It was very entertaining.
Says the man who loved a little bit of needle during his matches on the stage.
Absolutely. Loved it.
So 1 dart for Gurney at tops for the opening leg. Clinical.
Very nice. 15 darts.
Yeah, you mentioned the contrast for Mark Webster. He was terrific against Bunting. In a different way, he was excellent as well against Ross Twell, because Twell missed darts to win the match 10-7, had another chance to win it 10-8. Webster, from 9-7 down, won the last 3 legs to pinch it in a decider. So,
yeah, and Mark, over the years, has suffered with the yips a little bit. He somehow has managed to find a way to get the release smooth, and when he's on a good day, he's as good as he's ever been. But he will get punished by this man for every time it's not smooth. A real big scorer on his day.
Yeah, good stuff from Gurney. He beat Ryan Palmer in his first match, and then he demolished Alex Roy 10-2 to reach this stage.
Spoke to Alex after it. He said he was blistering, missed nothing.
57.
You see, he's almost got a rocking motion to his throw now. Which
he's worked it out, though, hasn't he?
Yes, he's found a way.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, usually dartitis is his career ending.
167.
Rubber 19 button. Will this one stay in?
Oh, how about that? Well, fantastic 167. No bother on the ball for Daryl Gurney, and that's what he can do. That's what he's capable of, and that's why people are talking in terms of Gurney here as a potential winner. 15 darter followed by a 12 darter, and the highest checkout on the main stage so far in the UK Open here in Minehead. Terrific 167, Chris.
Yes, been a fabulous match so far. I mean, we're only into the 3rd leg, but Gurney 113, Webster 107. There we go. Big numbers. If they can sustain that, we're in for a treat.
Head-to-head, 3 apiece. And of course, that memorable World
93.
Championship clash will last long in the memory. It really was a cracking game.
140.
I remember a couple of years ago, Gary Anderson's run to winning the World Championship. Daryl Gurney played him. It may have been the 3rd round, 2nd round, 3rd round. Anderson won 4-1, but it was a lot closer than the scoreline suggests. Gurney was, I think, gave everybody there a glimpse of what was to come, and Channel 19 would lead the bull again.
59. Mark Ripar 146.
Good pressure from Mark Webster. Gurney may only get a dart.
At the ball.
He'd only get a dart at the ball.
Bull. Couldn't do it this time, so a break.
He made a mess of that, didn't he? 8 legs. Gurney winning in 15 and 12. Webster winning that one in 13. Lapse of concentration from Daryl Gurney, and it was costly. Still to come on the main stage, Benito van der Pas against Alan Norris.
60.
2 others who will feel they have a real chance Raymond van Barneveld, twice winner of the UK Open against fellow Dutchman Ron Meulenkamp. And then the big one, Dave Chisnall and Peter Wright, the favourite. Second 184, Daryl Gurney, and
Big Vincent.
both come in legs against the throw. That's when you want to hit them.
The other Dutch clash involves Vincent van der Voort, a former finalist. Didn't he lose to one of Barneveld's victories here?
Yeah.
I think that was way back at Bolton.
Klaassen against Van der Voort over on stage 2.
85.
And some great memories from that, the Bolton venue.
The way it works, we'll have
95.
the fourth round this afternoon, the fifth round tonight, and that will leave us with the quarterfinals on Sunday afternoon, and then the UK Open semi-finals and final on Sunday night. That's a great response from Mark Webster.
Great timing.
Down to go 141.
So, Webster, a chance to level things up.
65. Mark Leclerc 101.
He would have literally taken this out hundreds of times.
Number 19, the shot.
Oh dear.
He'd be disappointed not to
Very.
get a dart and a double. As we mentioned, 3 top-plus finishes against Stephen Bunting, and that's what won in the match.
It's an
Double
immediate
8 for
break
Gurney.
back.
Yep.
So clean. Still no leg. Over 15 darts.
Well, the only dart that Gurney's missed at a double was a dart at the ball.
Yep.
When he made a mess of an easy finish. Let's just check out what's going on around the boards. Gerwyn Price dominating on board 2. Ronnie Baxter rolling back the years. Alan Tabbin too, his best run in a tournament for a good 5 or 6 years.
60.
We'll keep you bang up to date with all the scores. And of course the draw for the 5th round will be live here on ITV4
96.
a little later on. You doing the draw later?
I am. I'd rather be playing than doing the draw. It's more nerve-wracking.
You've not made an error yet. No
No.
pressure.
No pressure. I think me and Mr. Deller will be doing it. Working with Keith next weekend, and Colin Lloyd, another guy who's had some magical moments in this event. Bobby George, who's here today in the house. And old Mucker Bristol.
59.
Great characters.
170.
The legends. Not sure why I'm there, but there we go. This would be incredible.
145.
Great effort.
Taking no prisoners. Literally attacking every leg. He's trying to make a statement, I think.
100. That'll be
Well, I don't have a problem with him having a go at it with
Not when you're
the
that far in
opponents
front.
so far back.
Yeah. Even a 180 would have left him 142.
Yeah.
9 scored.
Got to come back and finish it though.
Yeah. It's going to be the first leg of the match where we're going over 15 darts. It should have been completed in 12. Well, it was very nearly completed in 12.
58.
Well, these are finished 164.
Good performance so far from Daryl Gurney. 103 average as he chases a place in the last 16 of the UK Open here in Minehead. Mark Webster has it all to do. Gurney in a race to 10 leads by 4 legs to 1. Saturday afternoon at the Darts in Minehead. UK Open finals. This is over on stage 2. Gerwyn Price against David Pallett. And Price here looking at double 16. And that's a crucial leg for the Welshman because he now leads Pallett by 5 legs to 3. That's over on stage 2. On the main stage here, Daryl Gurney in control, 4-1 up against Mark Webster. On stage 3, William O'Connor leads Ronnie Baxter 4-3. And on board 4, Alan Tabern is 4-3 up on John Michael. And that brings you right up to date with everything that's happening in the 4th round of the Coral UK Open. Daryl Gurney has made a terrific start here. Big leg for the Welshman. Webster, you feel, has to hold. Chris Mason.
Yeah, his average only dipped really because of that 16-dart 5th leg. But up to that point, he was, you know, fleeting around the 110, 111, 107, 112. His scoring's been fabulous, so is his finishing, 50%. Webster, 1 go, 1 double hit. His problem, it's not scoring heavy enough.
100.
The Welshman will be only too well aware of that. He was gifted the chance, wasn't he, by Gurney, who made a mess of 61, I think it was, or 68.
Yeah.
Gurney with a 3rd maximum, putting the pressure on his opponent once more.
Price taking control of the match against Pallett all over again. Leads 6-3.
Well, 180 and 140 at a crucial stage of this leg, and different complexion now. Can he find another big treble? Oh, lovely dart from Mark Webster. Under pressure, that was exceptional.
59.
Bit quick those.
109.
He's being forced to take out these big shots. The 101 for a hold, now 109 for a hold. He needs to find the finishing form he had in the previous match. Oh, that's again another poor first dart. Recovery.
He's still left the double.
62.
Oh, that was a real chance for Gurney. Webster wasn't watching.
But he couldn't. What is it about left-handers and tops and tens?
Well, how important could that prove to be? Gurney with 1 dart at double 16 for 5-1 and another break of throw.
A big chance here for Webster after that 60 start. 140, 180 would really put the cat amongst the pigeons. Pigeons?
44.
Is that Piglet shirt, waistcoat that Rawlins wearing?
Yeah, well worth tuning in for a little later on. As Daryl Gurney obliges with another maximum. We kind of got what you were trying to say.
Yeah.
$97.
Our friend Mr. Rawling looks like a circus ringmaster. You'll understand why a little later on. Webster with it all to do.
Well, the stats are... Oh, here we go. Some
Go with
updates.
Price. Well, he's in control now, isn't he? 3 legs away against David Pallett. Baxter's level against O'Connor. And Alan Tabern with a crucial break of throw leads John Michael 6-4. Tabern hasn't had success like this for many, many years.
Yep.
Just goes to show this tournament, this UK Open, it always throws up 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4 players who, from absolutely nowhere, make a mark.
Yep.
Gerwyn Price took out 121 on the bull to lead 7-3 against David Pallett.
120.
Shanghai on 20s. Single, treble, double. And a must. That's a great start.
What a dart, important dart this is.
80.
Well thrown.
W require 20.
Important for Gurney, darting deja vu in the last leg. Gurney missed a dart to break and Webster hit double 10. And in the last leg, Webster missing a dart to break and Gurney winning it on double 10.
Again, though, Webster forced into taking a ton plus finish out.
$59.
Well, a let off. Always really forcing them now, pulling and pushing. It's more like it.
119.
Although Webster's been playing catch-up, hasn't he? You still get the feeling that there's got a chance
81.
here.
Well, Gurney has some fragilities to his game, doesn't he? Where he can literally just go off the boil for, 5 or 6 minutes.
Danger for Webster is he's going to run out of time.
He's going to run out of legs, yeah.
He's going to have to break twice
46.
by the fact that Gurney had the darts at the start.
And
So
the problem for him is holding, because he's just not scoring heavy enough.
$57.
that's what you were talking about, the third dart.
Yeah, so he's developed a rocking motion to allow him to sort of release. You'll see it now. See just that lean forward, and it's all in one motion, and that's what's aided him to get over the yips.
$140.
Perfectly timed 140 from the Irishman.
There we go. That was sort of, he had the timing completely wrong, but
He found the target.
yeah, happy days.
$81. W require 164.
You would say advantage to Gurney here. Another one of those.
Oh,
He's already taken out 167.
move the ball wire.
Might require 157.
He's come close to a 170 and a 161.
Again, Webster.
Just had a little look up there, Gurney.
Yeah.
Doesn't normally look, but he just looked at the first dart to see if it was in the treble, and happy that it wasn't.
Pressure.
Big break of throw. And it's a big ask now for Mark Webster to come back from this.
Well, Webster had 18 darts in that leg. He didn't have a dart at a double. That's it's just not going to cut it.
60.
I think with this, it's very much like, well, it's sort of like a John Henderson type sort of rock, but everything has to be in sync. Lucky deflection.
125.
There we go. You can see it. Leans into the dart and then releases. When it's all in sync, it still works. There we go. See, there you go, and then falls forward. Many people ask me on social media, how do you get rid of it? I think you just got to find your own way. It's like golfers who get it, I suppose. There's no real solution.
He'll keep on scrapping, that's for sure, Mark Webster.
There's no quitting him. He's not made like that.
To give himself a chance, he now has to break Gurney 3 times.
Bull.
56.
Line was good.
W require 117.
This would be a sickener for Webster. Treble 19 for tops. Yeah. This will hurt. Ouch.
Being shown the ninth leg, Daryl Gurney.
The expression on Webster's face told you all you need to know.
Yeah, well, he's been consistent, and he's been consistently good, Daryl Gurney. He's been averaging between 99 and 103. That's the look of a desperate man now, 7-2 down.
I wonder if his mental approach is now, well, that's it, it's not happening for me, and he strolls back up after that disappointment and drops a 180 in. Sometimes sometimes the effect of thinking you've lost the game allows you to just be a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more fluid.
97.
The gloves are off. He needs to stay there to leave 170.
58.
Okay, here we go. Gerwyn-Price 2 legs away from victory, leaves David Pallett 8-3. William O'Connor, the Irishman, back in front against Baxter.
60.
It was always going to be close between Taban and John Michael. John Michael winning his last game 10-9.
It looks like that one's going that
against
way.
Brendan Dolan. Just confirming as well, another leg for Gerwyn-Price. Now leaves David Pallett 9-3. A leg away from becoming the first man through to the last 16, it seems.
92. Might require 71.
May look at treble 9.
31.
Just sending a message there to Gurney that he doesn't think he can take out 170.
He shaved the ball for it earlier, didn't he?
He did.
Oh, it's on.
$105. Might require 40.
Has to go.
Yeah. To stay in contention.
No score.
Never felt confident.
Daryl
I
requires
don't
No, it
think
had
he,
an
I
air
don't think
about it,
he did
didn't it?
either,
Yeah.
really. Well, if this goes, you would feel there's no coming back for Mark Webster. Double 10 for Gurney.
45. Might
The let
require 40.
Bang in the middle.
This time, Mark Webster stays in contention. Gurney had a couple of darts to go 8-2 up. But Webster still has it all to do. Daryl Gurney, it seems, on his way through to round 5. Can he wrap it up? Come back and find out in a couple of moments' time. Gurney leads Webster by 7 legs to 3. The UK Open here in Minehead. Gerwyn-Price is the first man through to the last 16 because that dart at tops has given him a 10-4 win over David Pallett. Price goes through. Elsewhere on the outer boards, William O'Connor is 1 away. He leads Ronnie Baxter 9-5, and Alan Taban is 8-5 up on John Michael. That brings you right up to date. But Gerwyn-Price, the first man through. Here on the main board, Daryl Gurney in control, 7-3 up against Mark Webster. If it's racing you want, by the way, racing today from Doncaster and Newbury. It's on the main ITV channel in a few moments' time with Ed Chamberlain and the team. That's on ITV. Here on ITV4, the UK Open finals continue. And just reminding you, by the end of the day, there will be just 8 men left battling it out for the trophy and the first prize of £70,000. But for so many players, the dream of winning a first TV major. No Van Gerwen, no Taylor, no Gary Anderson. The door is ajar for someone. couple of winners, a couple of previous UK Open winners still in. Raymond van Barneveld, who we'll see next on the main stage against Ron Meulenkamp, and Adrian Lewis, of course, won it 3 years ago,
He's up
thrashing
third
Terry
against
Jenkins in the final.
Chizzy.
Yep. Peter Wright against Dave Chisnall, the match of the round.
140.
Coming up on the main stage later as well. We've got Benito van der Pas against Alan Norris, Van Barneveld against Meulenkamp, and then Chizzy against Peter Wright. The next game, by the way, on stage 2, which we'll be
99.
keeping you up to date with, Kim Huybrechts against young Ted Everts.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting clash, that one.
There's a fifth 180 for Gurney. He's still averaging around the 9900 mark.
Yeah, very impressive. And there's the problem for Webster. He's trailing in the big scoring department.
Well, that says it all as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Gurney's had twice as many darts at doubles than his opponent.
Well, it's because those big scores haven't been there at the right times for Webster.
.56. Gallagher Repile 116.
Yeah, 4 19s for tops. 18s now.
56.
He's not been that clinical in that area, has he?
Disappointed with the visit, but still a long way ahead. You feel here Webster's got to fill it up to put some pressure on.
He's going to risk it. No.
99. Gallagher requires 60.
20 for tops. For 8-3. And almost home and hosed.
Being shown the 11th leg. Darryl Gurney. 12th leg is marked through first. Game on.
Just been clinical. He beat Alex Roy 10-2 in his last match. Lost only 3 legs here thus far.
57.
How much more do you think's to come from Gurney still?
60.
Certainly in his career, I think he's top 8 material. He's got to keep his feet on the ground, keep his head straight. Only 30. A lot of time ahead of him, but
180.
yeah, I think he's got what it takes, Chris. I really do.
140.
It's so tough out there, isn't
Yeah.
it? So tough to win tournaments, to win Pro Tour floor tournaments, let alone win a big one on
The Challenge Tour.
TV majors.
60.
Bring you bang up to date with what's going on. That's about to start over on board 2, Huybrechts and Everts. Baxter's got one back
55.
against O'Connor, and Tabern needs one more.
Great story for Tabs.
Yeah, one more to go through. The man from St Helens who faded from the scene,
doldrums, yeah.
really. Disappeared, didn't he, Alan Tabern, for a while?
Well, he made his breakthrough in the UK
96.
Open qualifiers and then had a run at Bolton, didn't he? And that was the start of his...
Yeah, run to the corners, I think,
Yeah.
at the Reebok, as it was then.
140. Mark your call.
There's our dancers. Well, some of them.
Well, Alan Tabern is through to the last 16. He's just beaten John Michael by
42. Gallagher Repile
10 legs to 6, and I agree,
106.
it is a story. What a story for Tabern. What a story it's proving to be for Gurney too, as he takes down another big finish, 106.
13th leg is settled through first.
He's taken out 167, 117, 106. He needs one more leg. Alan Tabern 10, John Michael 6, Ronnie Baxter 6, William O'Connor 10. So a chance for the Irishman as well.
58.
And earlier, Gerwyn Price, a 10-4 winner over David Pallett. So Price, O'Connor, Tabern through to round 5.
121.
You had a run one year at this tournament, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I was probably through some of my best starts in this tournament. I had a 112.52 average against...
You remember it to the actual
I can remember
point.
every throw and every leg. Against
yeah.
Adrian Lewis, he averaged 106.
Well, don't bore us for too long.
And then I played superb against Colin Lloyd, and then they did the last 8 draw, and the only one I didn't want to play was Taylor. I got tailored.
So
you got to the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
99.
I'm sure I'll bring Pikey around in a moment. Just nodding off.
140, Michael Carl 160.
I'd like to remind you of your odd successes here and there.
And that was on the old boards, you know. They were hard boards to play on.
Too much information, Chris.
Gallagher Carl 156.
What a way this would be to win the match. Another one of those.
Yeah, the 119's under pressure now.
140, Michael Carl 119.
Just been very, very good, Gurney.
Yes. Very reliable. We went for ball.
A little smile.
69. Gallagher requires 60.
Worth having a go, isn't it?
Yeah.
8 for Gurney. And there it is, Daryl Gurney. A really good performance. An average of 97 for the Irishman. And he goes through to the last 16 of the UK Open. Gurney, an exceptional performance. Certainly one to watch here at Minehead. Gurney beats Webster by 10 legs to 3. Coming up next on the main stage, should be a cracker. Benito van der Pas and Alan Morris.
Daryl Gurney has booked his place in the last 16 of the UK Open Darts here in Somerset. A 10-3 winner over Welshman Mark Webster in a rather more tame affair than the last one a couple of months ago, it's fair to say. Well done to Daryl from Northern Ireland. Well, better Welsh news from board 2. Gerwyn Price is in the hat for this afternoon's draw for the 5th round. He's beaten David Pallett. 10-4 the scoreline there. Well, just the 2 boards for Ned Boulting to keep his eye across today. Not too much hard work for him, but he has got Alan Warren a little to keep him company down there.
For what that's worth. Right, just a couple of matches here to keep our eye on, and a couple of matches underway behind me. Martin Lukeman is taking on Chris Dobey, that's just got underway, and Rob Cross and the local hero Ryan Searle from just down the road, they're underway as well. A couple of early results though. Let's have a look at who is already through from the multi-board room, and it's, well, Willie O'Connor in great form, Alan, against Ronnie Baxter, 10-6.
Yeah, Ronnie pulled it back to 5 apiece, and then they had the break, and then William just really hit all the big scores after that, and fired in, no messing, and got over the line.
Yeah, looks unflustered, doesn't he, Willie O'Connor? And on board 4, well, what about this? The Saints.
Who's that fella? I've seen him somewhere before.
Exactly, there he is.
One of my old pals.
10-6 also the scoreline as Alan Taban dispensed with John Michael. Little bit of needle in that match. We might be able to find out exactly what was going on there, but here he is, Alan Taban. Congratulations, semi-finalist. Semi-finalist as far ago as 2006. That's a couple of years ago, isn't it?
It's great for me, that, to be honest with you, when you say it, because I think I should have got to the final. You know, I was gutted with the way that game went. So,
who beat you?
Barry Bates, yeah.
On his way to being beaten himself by Raymond in the final.
Yeah, well, if he wasn't such a nice bloke, I'd be slagging him off now, saying nasty things about him, but he's too nice of a bloke, and he's too nice of a friend, so I'm not going to slag him off, so, yeah.
How about, Alan, how about a repeat of this guy getting into a semi-final and beyond that? Why
Alan
not?
will agree with me totally that, you know, his game's not been in the best place for quite a few years now. He played on the Challenge Tour, got a little bit of confidence back by getting some wins under his belt. He's now starting to play a bit more solid. It's so tough nowadays, certainly on the Pro Tour, but, you know, he's got himself now down to the last 32. He's playing pretty solid. Why not?
Why not?
Well, he's right what he's saying, and I do agree with him, but it's just a lot of it's pure luck and just natural talent.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for me natural talent, I wouldn't be here, because I don't practice, I don't try playing darts, and I'd pick them up and I just throw whenever I feel like throwing. And this weekend it's just clicked for me. And what happens with dart players is everybody's got that natural talent. I mean, you could put a set of rubbish darts in Phil's hand and he'll still do your 9-darter with them because he has that natural talent. I don't know, I think I've just got here because of a bit of, muscle memory. I'm still playing darts like I know I can, but I don't. My lucky charm, yeah. You
got your number one.
I've got my lucky charm's helping me out. She's shouting for me, Sarah. Yeah, so I don't know because I mean everybody says you should be practicing for 5-6 hours a day, and I'm not doing it. I just don't. I've never. Yeah, well, obviously my wife. If it weren't for my wife, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for my wife. So.
All right. Well, listen, Alan.
I don't know. I haven't got a clue, and I'm just rolling with it, and I'm just going with the flow, and what will be, will be. So, if I throw good darts and I win, happy days. If I don't, who cares?
What will be, will be.
What will be,
Sirrah,
will be.
Sirrah.
What will be, will be.
From the Saint.
Yeah, who cares, eh? Nice to have natural talent like that. It must be nice to have any kind of talent, to be perfectly honest. But anyway, well done to him. He's safely through. Well, we saw Daryl Gurney winning 10-3 on the main board just now. Over on board 2 now, the Belgian Kim Huybrechts, who saw off Brian Woods yesterday, takes on rising star young Ted Everts, who was too good for Andrew Gilding in round 3. It is 5-1 to Kim Huybrechts at the moment. He's averaging around the 107 mark at the moment. Not too shabby at all. Ted Everts, very much a rising star in the game, just 19 years old from Warwickshire. We look forward to seeing far more of him in the future, but he's got his work cut out today. Remember, it's the first to 9. Well, on the main stage, it's Alan Norris, who hit a 9-darter here at the Players' Championship in December against Big Ben van der Pas. Here's John McDonald.